What's up? This is Trap with World 740 Inc. I'm here with Mark DeLay, good friend and old colleague of mine.
How you doing?
What's up? What's up? I really want to fix that shit. That's fucking annoying.
It's almost a couple seconds.
Yeah, there was a way. Oops.
But there's no backfeed.
How about now?
It's still a couple second delay.
There's still a couple seconds on yours.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but there's a little bit. How about now?
It's much closer.
It's closer. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're starting to figure it out, but afterwards we should be able to fuck with that.
That's really close right there.
How about now? Try that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. All right, fuck it. Like I said, this is just a start, man. But it's really fucking good to see you. It's been too long since I got out of the hospital. I was trying to reconnect with people, and it fucking feels good. I like it.
That's why I drove out here. Give you some old paraphernalia that's going to be gone.
There we go. I know it doesn't exist anymore. This product's been killed, but right there, Lex Lighting Co. That's where it all started. It's where we met, selling Athena and Lux together.
What a gig!
What a gig, right? Like I was only in there for 2 years, and it was quite a ride, quite the experience. High stress, but I wouldn't change a thing, man.
Yeah, when I started, there was no warehouse for Lux. I had one bay in that warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we started with one bay in a warehouse and a couple pallets.
I wonder if that.
And then me and Chris ran around like the chickens with our heads cut off for the first 2 years.
Yep.
Like now I still can't believe that Hawthorne bought the company to shit can it.
Right? Like, I don't know if that was their intention.
Well, I'm the tech support guy. I'm the electrician. They never had a meeting with me about the problems with our light fixtures. I was the guy that dealt with all the problems with the fixtures, the controllers, everything. They never had a meeting with me and asked me about any of it. So from the beginning, they didn't plan on keeping us because they didn't give a shit about the problems.
You know, it's funny you say that. You know, when I first connected with them, super cool, very welcoming.
Oh yeah,
And as they should be. You know, I've been a part of acquisitions before, and that's a scary time in your life. You don't know what's coming. The unknown, the unexpected. And, where's my place? How do I fit into all of this? And you're another spoke on the wheel. But they were all like fucking. They loved Lux. They wanted to rock that shit. They were like, we love the culture. Teach us about it. How can we get what you have? And and I spoke to a couple other people, and I was super proud. I still am, like, that we were taking market share. We were such a threat
that they bought us to kill us.
that they bought it to kill it.
Yeah.
And it was how many of us to start? I mean, you were there for me.
There was 4 of us to start, and then we got up to maybe 8.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 8 of us.
Yeah. When I came in, there was some sales. It was Brent.
Yeah.
And Brian, trying to hang on and try to sell and be more like, support, back end support, help with facilities, help with lighting problems, get with you guys on that. And then it was like Justin in the field or Sean in the field. It was like Trap learning all this shit and then like help run and train the sales team. And that was fucking beyond stressful for me.
Dude, it was all stressful.
I don't think there's anyone that was like this
No,
is cakewalk.
no, we were working, I don't know, 9 to 11 hours a day, not including the shit we did at home.
Yeah. Never stopped
I mean,
grinding it out.
weekends have to go do stuff. I loved it. I loved my job. That's why we did so well. Everybody that worked for Lux and Athena at the time, we we made that culture. We brought it to the table, and we took care of everybody the best we could. As soon as Hawthorne took over, fucking the customers hate them.
I know. I knew that was coming. As soon as it was announced, it was formal. We're signing NDAs and all that. I was like, fuck, man, our customers, we talk bad to them on a daily.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean personally, I felt like I got traded my opponent team because Hawthorne was our enemy.
I know.
They were our opponent. They were the people that we talked shit on constantly,
Yeah,
and then I had to go work for them. It was depressing.
yeah, for sure.
It really was, man.
Yeah, you weren't alone in that feeling too.
I felt like we put so much into our group and the culture of it, and then to go to Hawthorne, it just sucked. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, as welcoming as they were like you said, like Gavita, Hawthorne. People came to us and called us on a daily, and it's like they were the enemy,
Yeah, yeah. People were anti Hawthorne. They were the man. We were the culture.
and they were coming after
Yeah, and we were coming after him hard too.
him
Brent,
every
Brent
day.
Brent had his fucking eye on the bullseye, dude, and he was hammering them.
Yeah,
All of our testing, all of the fucking analytics that we put out on Instagram and all social media, we killed them. That's why they bought us,
yeah. They tried to emulate us for a minute.
but they couldn't.
They tried to take that and like, you can't buy it.
No, no, you
High
can't.
growers, poor growers. These are guys and kids from the street.
Yeah, that culture is still there at Athena.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I mean that's still alive. It's still alive in there.
I don't know how the echo got worse. Like I said, very, very new to this, like my third recording ever. So we'll fucking figure it out. But um,
I'm going down to do a job at I think TLC with Roach.
oh yeah,
They get a bunch of Lux lights that are out down there, and he wants me to go down and see if I can fix them.
is he? Did he move to
No,
city here? I
he's.
mean, I know he's a young kid. Was just born.
I think he moved into Laguna,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I don't. I think he's a California boy. I think he's staying here. He'll probably fly back and forth. That's it's funny. They flew the Athena jet back over here from Florida to here, and I went and got around to golfing with Brent that day. I mean, the lifestyle that the fucking guys are living now,
Good for them.
dude.
That's fucking cool.
Brent went from fucking living in a one bedroom apartment in a hangar at Chino Airport,
Yeah.
and then 4 years later, living the high life. Hard work.
Fucking that guy. I hear jobs because he worked 24 hours a day,
It was nonstop, dude, nonstop.
every day, all day. He's thinking and shit. He's working fucking 3, 4 a.m. and he's still grinding.
Yeah,
We called it quits at 12 hours and went home and worked another couple hours. you get those texts and calls from Pete and from Brent, you know, or Rush needs something, or
Oh
this
yeah,
guy needs something, these local and high clients that we were in charge of taking care of.
yeah.
That shit never ended. Their problems didn't end because the workday stopped.
No, no,
You know,
I got phone calls at fucking 10 o'clock at night.
yeah, they got problems in the garden. That just doesn't stop till tomorrow.
That's why I ran the tech support 24 hours a day, and my phone was on, and I answered it.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, I miss it. Miss the tornado, being in the eye of the tornado. That's what it felt like.
And super proud of. Still, it was depressing, not just for you, but for me, and for a lot of people that I talked to. But to be that small handful of people that was able to do that, we did. Beyond proud of. Always will be.
I do. We all started doing something that we had never done before. It was
Yeah,
everyone. My position was new to me. I'm a grower and an electrician. I started doing tech support and RMAs,
yeah. I was a long termite man. 20 years in the pest control industry,
and then you
and
start
an
you're
idiot. What the
in
fuck
charge
do
of
I
sales,
know about selling fucking lights and nutrients? I don't know fucking thing about them.
but you learned how to do the job. But it was your personality and the culture that we brought that sold it.
Yeah, you got to learn fast. It was sink or swim. So I watched a lot of people come aboard. I trained a lot of people. They came aboard
And
and
they
they
sank.
just didn't make it the whole time.
Yeah, they sank.
They sank. It's get after it or get out.
That guy Jordan from the desert, the guy who he was like in charge of all those facilities out there. They hired him for Athena. He couldn't close. I mean, he didn't
Yeah,
work
I
out.
saw that from a couple kids that came in. Um, I don't know if he was a younger guy. I never met him personally, but there was a couple guys that came in out of Colorado, and out of the Midwest, Oklahoma, and like they not to say they weren't hard workers. Some of them were, some of them weren't, but some of them just couldn't close that deal. Just couldn't ask that question. Like, what's it going to take to get this sold and get you a couple pallets, a container of lights?
Yeah,
Not
I
every. That's not for everyone.
I used to sell Athena to Lux customers.
Good.
I'd swap them over all the time.
That cross selling is super important, and no matter what industry you're in, you got to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, when you get the trust of your customer, they're ready to buy anything from you.
Yeah, you're their guy. Just like you said, you asked for about 10 o'clock at night. These people call me up, no matter what the problem was, shipping, broken, RMA, I need more, I need less, it was the wrong item shipped, I'm their guy. So whatever the problem is, trap, and he just sorted it out. And they knew it would get sorted out.
And as a team, we did sort it out.
That's right. That's right. I call you or hit you in messages all the time. Oh shit, Mark, this light fucking PPFD with this. Well, maybe we should bring Matt in on this one too.
Yeah,
Some of this shit. But
I just when we were over at Whacker, I loved it more because we would bounce shit off each other all day long.
yeah,
It was really cool that way. We'd be me and Brent and Matt and fucking testing shit, moving shit around. I loved it. That was the early days. The early days is when we were testing upstairs.
yeah, that's before my time. That's
Yeah, that's when we had the little bit of the little babies up there. We were testing in the corner for PPFD and how they would react, and it was funny. That's where I started. I started upstairs, moved downstairs.
that's awesome. Uh, I think I could have liked it downstairs. Upstairs was not to say other parts of the building aren't stressful, but
It
sitting
was really
upstairs.
hard to work in a glass fucking fishbowl, having Brent sit right across from you, our bulldog.
Yeah, but yeah, sitting in an extra cage, in between the bosses and the owners.
I mean, you got Brent, Rob, Brandon,
Yeah,
and then you're in this lineup over on the other side.
facing them all.
I love walking up there and just tapping on all your fucking glasses and then go back
I learned a
downstairs.
lot sitting right there, though.
Oh, bro,
I learned a lot.
we got tossed right in the middle of the frying pan. I mean, it was you learn or you burn up,
Hmm.
and the people that lasted, we didn't burn, have thick skin.
Yeah, well, we burned a little bit, but we just kept working.
Yeah, well, it was the thick
That's
skin I think that got us through it.
fucking funny. I appreciate you bringing that. Thanks for bringing that banner over here. I've
Well,
got
I'm
some.
glad you're not in that.
Fuck yeah! I refuse to ride in that. It took him. It took him 6 months to from my release date to get it built, custom to my size and fitting, and then to get it here. So and then it came, and I was like, fuck that thing. I refuse. I still use that little manual push wheelchair here and there. If we have to go to a doctor's appointment or like there's a long way to travel, I still you see me hobble around. I don't have balance, so the cane helps. But that thing is more for like long distance.
So where does it feel like the loosest in your knees?
It's not so much the loosest. Like I fucking I don't have the strength and the balance in my legs at all. And then my feet have permanent foot drop, so I cannot lift them up at all.
So you have to just kind of
My
slide
whole
them,
leg is like pick up and drop it down.
neat,
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
little.
And
I gotcha.
so when I drive, it's the same thing. Like I can't just toggle back and forth with my ankle. I have to plan my driving, and I've got to pick up my foot and move it to the other side. Pick it up and move it. And even after fucking a ways of driving, that's exhausting. It's like doing these fucking leg lifts all day.
Yeah, and not being able to actually push. You have to
Yeah,
push it with your leg, not
I
your
have to
foot.
push my whole leg, not my ankle.
Yeah.
And when I was in the hospital, I was laid out for 6 months in the ICU, and I'm so fat as fuck. I lost 40 pounds, but it was 40 pounds of muscle. My entire body just atrophied. My legs, my arms were so skinny. I couldn't lift my head up. Like I was proper fucked.
You were laid out in a bed for 6 months and you weren't moving.
Yeah. I mean, he comes in and they try to move my legs around, move my arms around, but it's not me
It keeps
holding
it keeps them loose, but it doesn't exercise them.
no,
No resistance.
no.
But
So,
now you got plenty of resistance on them.
um, yeah, I walk as much as I can. I push myself. I'm still working with neurology in there. Like, you gotta find that line, that balance of pushing yourself and working out
Or doing
and
damage.
not being exhausted and laid out for the next 3 days because that's what happens to me.
So does the chemo take it out of you for a few days?
That does too, that treatment. So what happens is my immune system eats away at the outer protective membrane sheath of my nerves, so those messages don't get from my brain to where they need to go. So movement, breathing, heartbeat, all of it. And my immune system eats at all that shit, the surrounding shit, the protective sleeve. So I've got every 3 months I have to get chemo to kill my immune system to stop it from doing that. And then my body's got to rebuild that sheath every 3 months. So I'm constantly
You're in a battle.
in a battle. It's a never-ending battle for life. My body eating itself, then taking this medicine that fucking completely drains me, wipes me out,
Because
and wipes out my immune
I
system.
know blood thinners fucking exhaust me.
Yeah, dude, I'm dropped for like 3 or 4 or 5 days after chemo, and then I feel like a champion. Like I got some magic fucking superpower, and I got energy, and I push myself too hard, and I fucking fall over. And it's a never-ending battle of trying to find that balance, that fine line that I walk.
Well, on our end of it, I'm glad you get to find that balance.
Fucking A, man. I still, I'm still finding it, and the fact that I'm sitting here with you, I'm super grateful. I'm thankful
Yeah,
because
we
I
all are.
shouldn't be here at all. Should have been fucking dead. And I was dead. They called the fam several times to say, come say goodbye. You ain't gonna see it tomorrow. So it's
Uh,
pretty hard.
you weren't ready.
I wasn't ready. I got shit to do.
Yeah,
I got people to help. You
you got
know.
a kid. You got a kid that needs you.
Yeah. Like I said, I refused to ride that thing. And my son Jake, he's like, "Can I ride it?" I was like, "By all means." He takes that shit off road and out back in the dirt, making a track and shit. I'm like, "Go ahead and get it. That thing's 20 racks right there. Get
Hey,
some use out of it."
yeah, you got family that needs you to be around. So Hawthorne's insurance, is that supposed to still taking care? I mean, it's still covering your.
So they really took care of me. Like,
I mean, they are a good company because when they let me go, they took care of me. They gave me 3 months severance pay.
they're, they're a solid company and nothing bad. I did before because they were in, right? And we were coming after. But then when we became a part of that team and a part of that family, they really did take care of me. They kept me as an employee for like 6 months so that I could still have the insurance. That helped save my life. If I had my old insurance, I'd be dead. So they kept that going. And like, before they take out your check, I would no longer get paid. So they kept it where we could just pay for it and keep on the same plan, which I needed because my ticket at Lone Melinda is like 7 million and counting.
Yeah, well, it's
And
expensive,
I mean, it's fucking 60 racks every time I get chemo every 3 months.
and the
Oh,
insurance is covering that.
yeah, yeah. So we're no longer affiliated or a part of Hawthorne at all, but they took care of us from my boss Michelle to the top. You know.
Yeah, I dealt with Michelle, and my boss was Alex Grossi, and he had really nothing to say to me when they pulled me on the video conference to let me go. They pulled me in the video conference with him, and then the HR girl was there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kirsten or Kristen?
Yeah, cause it was
Yeah,
Kristen.
super cool too.
Yeah, and then I was like, and they came on together, and I was like, oh, okay, so you let me go.
Yeah,
I knew as
yeah.
soon as I got both
Same
of
here.
them. And Alex is just like, putting his fucking head down. He's like, yeah, dude. I go, well, what is this? I go, is this performance based or what? No, we were just downsizing and blah blah blah, this
Yeah,
and that. And I was like, yeah, okay, I understand.
yeah. They my position didn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
They're
because
like, nope,
they cut everybody, but the only people still there is Tony
and wrong.
and Rome's. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's right. Last two.
And they'll never get rid of Rome's. He's a great salesman.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, his follow through is a little lacking sometimes, but he can sell the shit out of stuff.
You need some assistance on that end, some back end, some inside sales support, which I was a part of. But other than that, yeah, he can sell for sure and get after it.
Because when he was selling, he wasn't he like the number one Athena salesman person too.
Yeah, yeah. He called these guys and be like, look, I need to get number one this month. I need you to spend 50, 100 grand right now. And they would do it.
Yeah, he had good customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to kill this for now, just because I can't stand the echo and I got to sort that kind of shit out. But in the meantime, thank you for
Yeah, it was.
sitting here with me.
Dude, I missed you.
I appreciate that. We can talk.